Hey everybody, welcome back to LDRS Creative. We're in studio, yay! I feel so out of practice. Whenever we miss one, I'm out of practice. So we're sitting here and I had the countdown running. And I said to Alan, we're like on in like 3 seconds or something like that. And I realized I never hit the button to actually go live. So then when I did it, it started the countdown all over again. I'm so out of practice with everything. Whenever I miss something, it's like 2 weeks to me at this point is like an eternity. So sorry, we're a couple minutes late today. But anyway, everybody's coming in, yay! We got Margie is here from Kentucky, and Beth Valone is here. Beth Brooks and Angel and Andrea. Lori Langemeyer from right here in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, yay! Who else is here? Sue D and Susan. And names are going by Cindy and so many people coming in. Thank you guys so much. Yay. And I know Linnea is here too. So welcome Linnea. Yay. Anyway, oh my goodness gracious. It has been what?
I don't know if you were talking to me or what.
Oh no. It has been kind of a crazy couple of weeks. We missed last week, or had to miss last week. We've been having some terrible trouble for some reason. It's like having some equipment issues with like internet and stuff like that. And so the big concern last week was, are we going to be able to maintain the internet connection? And so I'm so sorry we had to miss last week, but there was, we just didn't think, we had to replace some equipment. So unfortunately that does happen, and unfortunately it happens, you know, always on the wrong day. So anyway, it's so good to be back. And today is, I'm going to be taking you through the new release. The new release actually went live on Monday, so that was pretty cool. It is our spring release, and we have some gorgeous, gorgeous florals in there, and some new dies, and new pocket pails, and some new toner sheets. So I'm going to be taking you through that. And actually, we do have a pre-order set up on those toner sheets, but I'm expecting to get them tomorrow. They are arriving. So we will be shipping all of those things out as soon as they arrive, and it's supposed to be tomorrow. So that is cool. So let's see, we've got more people coming in. Crafty, it just says Crafty says I'm here. Was the first one on. Welcome, yay. Who's Crafty?
That's Will.
Oh, Will is Crafty now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome, Will.
He changed his identity. I'm thinking there is something legal.
Oh, he had to legally change his name for some reason?
I'm thinking maybe the authorities were after him.
Is he in witness protection?
I think so.
Christine is here from Virginia. Welcome, Christine. All right, everybody, I'm going to get going. So I want to take you very quickly through this new collection. It is a small collection, so it's not going to take me long to get through it. We have some gorgeous card samples, and then I'm going to take you through a really, really quick and easy card that I think you guys will be able to replicate in no time. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch the camera. Miss Stowe Hunt is going to switch, and we're going to get started. Ready?
Okay, yes.
All right.
How's that?
You know what? Let's go into camera 3.
Okay.
Let's go in a little bit. Let's just kind of give it a hug. There we go.
Give it a hug. There.
Give it a hug. Yep.
How's
So
that
now
feel?
we are all snug, snug in a bug. Look how cute that is.
That's a hummingbird.
That is a hummingbird, and that is an orchid. How sweet is that? And it says, your kindness is appreciated. So on this card, you're seeing, I mean, everything you see on this card is all brand new. Notice, oh, there you go. We're catching that gorgeous foil. Isn't that so pretty in the background? That is one of our new toner papers. And this beautiful orchid, the little hummingbird, that is all together in one. It's in like it's what is it called? It's our orchid set. There we go. Here you go again. I couldn't think of it. I had hummingbird on the brain. Look how cute. Look how pretty. Here's another one. Look what you can do with just the hummingbirds and this little border die. This is the stamp set that we're looking at right now. This is called Orchid. It has 9 stamps in it. Let me move this over here. I'm just going to kind of stack that over there real quick. So it has 9 stamps in it. Isn't that beautiful? You can look at the size of that gorgeous orchid, and then we've even got some little accessory little flowers off there to the side. Sentiments, the large word in this one is wonderful. So in all of these floral sets that are designed like this, we've always got a large word. The word in this one is wonderful. And then we have other sentiments in here that you can use together with it. So kind and wonderful. You make me feel wonderful. Know that you are wonderful. And then seeing you was wonderful. And then we have a beautiful like border stamp that you can use. And then this card here, we've repeated it over and over and over again. 1, 2, 3, and then we have all those beautiful little hummingbirds, and it's very monochromatic and just makes a beautiful statement. Really, really fun. I just love it. And of course, on the back, we always show you what it looks like colored up. And then we have the coordinating dies. So there's 3 dies that are going to cut out the large orchid, the floral, and the hummingbird. And on the back, we show you the little map of which die goes with which stamp. So that is really, really fun. I love orchids. I cannot keep them alive, so I can't actually have any in the house anymore. I do not know how to keep them alive, but I think they're just beautiful. Look how sweet that is. So, so pretty. Love that. One of my favorites. I love the new florals that we've got. One of my favorite flowers of all time is the tulip. Excuse me, tulip. I love tulips. I always have. I love them in every color. I love all different kinds of tulips. I just think they're stunning. So here we've got beautiful tulip and the butterfly. Notice it says beautiful, strong and beautiful. Actually use the same sentiments on this one, strong and beautiful. You can see that we've got, again, a repeat of a border in there. We've actually used in that one the border from the orchid in this one. So we're actually kind of crossing between the two, just kind of showing you how you can mix and match them together. When you look at the tulip stamp set, though, you will see that the border is actually kind of a leaf pattern at the bottom. So you can use that, you can use the one from the orchids. You can actually use them like if you have the lily set or just one of the other sets. You can mix and match your stamps, which is really cool because we've sized them all very much the same so they can be mixed and matched. You can mix and match whatever goes with the large word as well, as long as it makes sense. So here the large word is beautiful. And so we have you are absolutely beautiful, strong and beautiful, forever beautiful. And then our friendship is beautiful. We have the large tulip floral, the little accessory stamp with the leaves, and then another accessory stamp with the really sweet little butterfly there. And we're showing it to you here, both colored up and just stamped in black. Isn't that so pretty? I mean, there's no coloring on this at all. There's no layers. It's just really simple, really easy. This is a card that you could reproduce over and over and over again, like mass produce it really fast. I love this. I think it's so pretty. So we've got 9 stamps. We show it colored up on the back. And then, of course, the coordinating dies. And we have the little map on the back showing you which die goes with which stamp. Really, really cute. Love this set. Tulips are my favorites. Well, one of my favorites. I love tulips. I love roses. Peonies, absolutely love peonies too.
So you like everything pretty much.
I love flowers, but I do have my favorites. Kind of like children. I do have my favorite child. Of course, I only have one, so. All right, so we've got some new pocket pails this time too. And here we go. We've got 28 stamps. Look at these little characters. So, so cute. It is, we are traveling again. It's, the country has opened up and we're traveling again. I'm so excited about it. We actually have a couple of one family trip, and then I've got one girls trip planned with my girl Stephanie. But I'm so excited to be traveling again. And this one is called No Matter the Distance, and it really is all about travel. We have also got sentiments in here like, you're always in my heart no matter the distance apart. I'd follow you anywhere. No matter where I am, you will always be my home. To my friends from afar. What else do we have in here? I love making memories with you, and I'll be right here waiting for you. I feel like there's a song in that one. We show you what it looks like, what they look like all colored up. Look at those. Aren't they just so sweet? Here they're looking. Remember when we used to look at maps? I mean, seriously, remember that? Remember when, way back in the day when you used to have luggage and, you put little stickers on it and stuff like that? Oh my goodness, look at these. These are Polaroids. I just think this is so sweet. Remember what cameras used to look like? I think this is just darling. We've even got a paper airplane in here and a little stamp. I mean, it's just so, so cute. And then, of course, there's coordinating dies. 22 dies, going to cut out all of your little characters and everything. The only thing we don't cut out in these is the sentiment. So you can see on the back here, let's see if I can get that to, that one doesn't want to, maybe I need to center it. oh well. We map out which die goes with which stamp. So we've got the little characters, and it wouldn't be pocket pals if they didn't have little pockets to go in. So with this particular set, we have an airplane. Yay! I've wanted to do an airplane for such a long time. Look at that airplane. Isn't that just the most darling airplane? 7 stamps. This one is called Plain Fun. We've even got the little luggage carts in here, luggage vehicles, whatever. If you want to have this flying in the air, then use it as is. If you want it grounded, like, you know, like in the airport, then you can actually put the landing gear on there, and you can add the steps so that your little characters can get into that door, because that door is going to open. And we also cut out the windows with the die, and then you can have a big cloud here as well. So much fun. Look how cute that is. You've got some adorable, adorable cards to show you for that in a minute. Plain Fun, you're going to have 8 dies, and basically we cut out everything here. So look at this. Look at how darling that is. Oh my gosh. Look at this. She's taking a picture. So, so cute. She's bringing her luggage right up there. So this one we actually have on the ground. So we have the little stairs are there. She's running to get on. She doesn't want to miss it, doesn't want to be late. So, so cute. We've got the sky behind them with the little hot air balloon. Alan has come over here to see this because it is just darling.
I didn't know that was pocket pals.
You didn't know this was a pocket pals? Oh my goodness, it's so cute. So the windows cut out so you can put your characters in the windows. I mean, seriously, is that just the most adorable thing you've ever seen? Now you can also use these little characters without, if you would like, without the plane, and just make some really, really sweet little cards. Look how cute that is. I just love that. They look like they're looking at like a treasure map, and they have the mountain behind them. So, so sweet. Here's another one where we've actually got the little luggage carts in here, and then we've got the wheels, you know, the landing gear in there. So cute. I'd follow you anywhere. And then here we go. Another version. If you notice this in the background. No matter where I am, you will always be my home. So cute. I just think it's adorable. I could not wait to bring this set out and show this to you guys. I love it. I think this is probably one of my most favorite pocket pals that we've done. It's just so cute. Maybe it's because we haven't been able to travel for so long. I don't know, but I just think it's so cute. But I do love traveling. I love going places and seeing the world and so on and so forth. Alrighty, next up, I really wanted to have, this is another flower that I love. This is Hibiscus, and it's another flower. We were actually just at the garden center on Mother's Day, and Alan was like, shouldn't, you know, don't you want to get some hibiscus? And I'm like, I can't grow hibiscus. It's another one of those flowers that I kill constantly, and I don't know why. So I really wanted to have a stamp with a potted hibiscus so that I could have some beautiful hibiscus flowers and not kill them. That's basically where it came from. So this is actually, it's stamp and stencil. So you get a 4x6 stamp set, and you get a whole bunch of sentiments in here. Really, really fun. We do have a large word in here that says happiness. And so all of these little sentiments, you bring me so much, happiness, where you could start with happiness is in the little things. You can create your own little sentiments there. Or, like in this card, we've actually mixed this with the Kind and Wonderful, which is from the Orchid set. So you can, you know, I love showing how you can mix and match things together because I think that's really fun. It makes things go a lot farther. So on the back here, we'll show you what it looks like colored up. So you can stamp it. It's one large hibiscus in a pot. Stamp it, color it with however you want, or you could color it with the 4 stencils that we have here. On the back, we show you, you know, which stencil to start with, stencil 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. You are going to get those gray, not gray, but it shows it gray on the back, sorry, but you're going to get those etchings on there that are going to help you to position really easily line up your stencils. Whether you're lining them up over the stamped image or whether you're lining up stencils 2, 3, and 4 with what you already stenciled on stencil number 1. So the first stencil will not have any of those etchings, but subsequent stencils will because you'll be lining them up with what you've already stenciled. The cool thing is here, you can use the stamp set by itself, stamp and color however you want. You can use it with the stencils, so you can stamp and then you can color with the stencils, or you can use the stencils all by themselves, because the stencils are going to give you a beautiful floral arranged just like that. It's just not going to have these black lines on it, so it gives you an absolutely stunning potted hibiscus. You can use it by itself, which is pretty cool. Love that. So let's see. Here's what I would say about that though, is you're not going to have so much of that detail, like that black that you see there on the stamp. You won't see that if you only do the stencils. So you can stencil it on its own, but you're not going to get like those little black centers. So it'll still look really pretty because you can shadow it darker like in the center. But if you want that really strong effect where you get the little berries, not berries, but what are those called? Whatever it is, the center of I want to call them stamens or something like that, in the center of the flower there. That is, at least that's what we call it in crafting. But that only exists on the stamp. And then some of the detail, of course, on the leaves you're going to get with the stamp. So my preference personally would be to use them together. That would be my preference, because that's where you're going to get the most detail. So here we're showing it. Look how pretty that is. Showing it in a different color combination with a beautiful blue. And then we've even stamped a pattern on the background in a really light gray. And I just think it's just gorgeous. And that's just, again, using just the flowers from the top of the stamp. Here's another combination. So pretty. I just love these. I think they're just beautiful. Yay. Oh goodness, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Don't like when that happens. Alrighty, next up in this collection, we have, finally, we're selling these separately. Now, if you remember, we had kits on HSN that had the hexagons and the diamonds, and we had the puzzled stamps that went with them. If you already have the dies from HSN, these are the exact same dies. Okay, so if you already have those sets from HSN, then you do not need to get these dies. They are the exact same dies that we had on HSN, but we had them in an exclusive configuration with some special puzzled stamps there. So first off, we've got the Hexagons A2 cover plate. This has got 2 dies in it. I am going to show you how these work if you're not familiar with them. So you get two dies. It looks like it's one die, but this center piece here is its own die, and that comes out, so you have the option of cutting out the center or not. And then the other one is the Diamonds A2 cover plate. Same thing, where we have that A2 cover plate frame die there, and then the center is its own separate die. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to work that, but I do have some really pretty samples to show you first. This one is, oh my gosh, I mean seriously, if you like shakers, I mean, oh my goodness. This is so cute. Each one of these little diamond sections here. So basically what we've done is we've cut out, using the Diamonds A2 cover plate, cut out several layers of that, adhered them all together. All right, so that's why you can see it's all like glued together there. And it just kind of stacks it up, and then it creates these little diamond little pockets. And so all of those little kind of shaky, I don't even know what they are, they look like sequins. Those are all in their own little compartments. So cute. Love that. And then we did not use the center die to cut the center out, and instead left that white, so you get a gorgeous backdrop to that orchid. Isn't that stunning? One of my favorite cards. I love that. Here's another look with the diamonds, all right, using the tulips. And on this one, we've taken those little diamonds that were cut out there, and we popped them up on foam, on pink. Isn't that so pretty? It creates a completely different look to that diamond backdrop. Here is one that I did with, this one I used the hexagons. And I did the same kind of thing where I stacked it up, layered that up. I think I have it 3 high. And then I've got repeated the tulips and, just some of the leaves and so on. And just really fun and pretty. And then, of course, you can see in the background, when it catches the light, all that glitters is gold. Look how pretty that is. Sneak peek coming attractions. So lots of fun there. I did forget to show you this one. This one got tucked away somehow. This card I wanted to show you when I was showing you the tulips, because here we have that beautiful kind of leafy border at the bottom. So I thought that was really pretty. And then just repeated the tulips 3 times. Actually 4 times now that I'm looking at it. And it's a flat card, there's no dimension, so that's a really easy card to create. It's literally just stamping and coloring. Really simple, really, really pretty. Next up, check this one out. Can you tell tulips were a favorite? We have a lot of cards with tulips. But look at that! Look how gorgeous! That, oh my gosh, that beautiful foil in the background. All right, so let me tell you what's going on. We have some new toner packs. So the toner packs that we've got, you actually will, there's 12 sheets in each. We have 6 different designs, so you're going to get 2 of each. This one is called Creative Backgrounds 1, which tells you there's going to be a 2, right? Maybe even a 3, who knows. So Creative Backgrounds, this one, let me open this up because it is just stunning. Just stunning. You're going to get 2 of each. I already used one of them because I grabbed it for my little polka dot here, right? And I went ahead and I foiled it in gold. Now, with these, you want to use a toner reactive foil, all right? So look at that beautiful diagonal, that stripe. Yay! And of course, we have a beautiful plaid. I love plaids. I'm a fanatic over plaid. And then this one has, if you remember, I showed you that card. Let me see if I can find it here. It's this card right here. Remember that? See that? So we're giving you in here a beautiful paint splatter, which I think is just gorgeous. You're going to get 2 of those. This one I think looks kind of like cracked glass, which I think is really, really neat. So you can foil these in any color you want. And then this one here, this is what you saw on this card. I wanted something that looked like marble or granite. I just think it's so, so pretty. So I'm head over heels. I think this one is probably my favorite. I love that. The movement in that is just gorgeous. So again, you're going to color those up with toner reactive foil. You can use a foil machine like a Mink. If you've got a good laminator that gets really hot, you can use that as well. So let's see, we've got a few different packs in here of toner sheets that I'm excited to show you. These 2 here, notice it says Lily and then Dahlia. These are actually collection packs. So these are 6 by 6. But let me show you what's special about each of these. These are really cool. For those of you that have our Lily stamps and our Lily dies, this pack is going to coordinate with that. And in here, first of all, you're going to get 2 sheets of sentiments. They are identical. These do not work with a die, just so you know, but we have them spaced out so that you can literally just trim those with your paper trimmer into strips. You're going to get 2 lilies on a sheet, so you're actually going to get 5 sheets of the floral, okay? There's one in here. 5 sheets of the floral. Each one of those is going to have 2 lilies. It's going to have that beautiful extra little leaf, the little dragonfly, and thanks. Now those actually coordinate with the stamps, your lily stamps and your lily dies. Your dies will fit all of these. So once you foil these, color them to your heart's content, and then you can cut them out with your dies if you already have the lily dies. If you don't have the lily dies, then we still have lily dies.
Do we?
Don't we?
I assume.
Now in here you're also going to get some beautiful frames. Now you're going to get 5 of the same frame in this pack. This is an A2 frame. So we have this on a 6 by 6 so that you are going to be able to use some of your, like an A2, like let's say our A2, what is it called? Stitched card topper. You can lay that over it and cut that out with a card topper die. If you don't want to do that and you just want to trim it with your paper trimmer, you can do that as well. But we've given you options there and made sure that you have plenty of space around that frame to trim it to your heart's content. All right. If you want to trim that with, the outer side with an A2 die, and then maybe even trim out the center with a smaller one. I mean, use it however you want. But you can get some beautiful, beautiful looks with that. You're going to get 12 sheets in total. 2 of them are sentiment sheets, 5 floral sheets, and then 5 of them will have the A2 frames. And then for the Dahlia, same goes with the Dahlia set. Okay, it's the same configuration. So you're going to get 2 sheets of sentiments. You're going to get 2 dahlias on a sheet, the word amazing, and then the accessory flowers. And you're going to be able to line up your dahlia dies if you already have them. They do coordinate. If you don't have them, we have them in the store. But those will coordinate and they will fit this. And then you're going to get a beautiful, really elegant, I think, frame. And you're going to get 5 of these frames in a pack. So you get 12 sheets all together in each of these packs. Foil them to your heart's content with toner reactive foil. I love these. I think they're so, so pretty.
Holly's out there. She has her glamour shot.
Oh, she does?
Icon.
Hi, Holly. Now, Garden Grandeur. This is going to work the same way. If you're familiar with our Garden Grandeur, but you're probably going to want to come out to Grandeur or Grandeur. I think I said Grandeur. I don't know. Am I getting an accent, an accente? Okay, so here you're going to, again, get 2 sentiment sheets, all right, that you can cut into strips. You're going to get 5 floral sheets, and these are all Garden Grandeur, so it's the same configuration. You have the same sentiments here, the same floral, which you're going to be able to cut with your Garden Grandeur dies. And guess what? You're going to be able to color that, well, with markers or pencils or watercolors if you want, but you can also color it with the stencils. If you have the Garden Grandeur stencils, you can color it with that. If you don't have them, they are available in the store. You're also going to get 5 gorgeous Slimline frames. Look how pretty these are. And these are sized, again, we have extra space around the outside. These are sized so that you can use some of the outer Slimline dies, from LDRS or other companies as well. These are going to measure. They're just under 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. So you're going to be able to cut that out with your Slimline outer dies. So that is Garden Grandeur. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm thinking of, what am I thinking of? Grandeur, Indiana? Is that where I'm going with it? All right, so here's another one. Same configuration, but this is Thankful Flowers. All right, so we have a Thankful Flowers stamp set and die. So guess what? It coordinates. We've also got stencils that will coordinate. So same configuration. You're going to get 2 of these sentiment sheets that you can trim with your paper trimmer. 5 of the florals. You're going to also get the sentiments that coordinate with the stamp set. You can cut this out with the die. You can cut this out with the coordinating stencils. Color with the coordinating stencils and cut with the die. But you're going to get 5 of these. Aren't they gorgeous? I love these. You're going to foil these up. I mean, just imagine what these flowers are going to be like. Let's say I foil this up in a beautiful silver, and then I add my color to it. I mean, just stunning. Or even in gold. Think about all the different colors you can add to these. I can get really vibrant with a beautiful, bright green or fuchsia if I want to foil that whole thing and then add some beautiful color to it. I mean, they're just gorgeous, and the possibilities are endless. You're going to get 5 Slimline frames in here, perfectly sized for you to cut with the largest of your dies in our Slimline sets. So pretty. Get them foiled up. What you're seeing is in black and white because everything is, they're all toner. And then you're going to foil it with toner reactive foil. And when you do that, you're going to get that beautiful, beautiful shine. And I love this one because it really shows a whole rainbow of colors. So you can just imagine what all of these are going to look like once you start foiling them and customizing your colors. And it's because you're going to have so many options with your foil colors that we've given you so many, we're giving you 5 florals in each of these sets and 5 different frames and then all of those sentiments. So you have a lot of choices and you can really make some gorgeous, gorgeous cards with just one pack, really, to be honest with you. And frankly, you think about, the cost of one of these packs. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember exactly what the cost is offhand. It's left my brain. But I think it's like less than $6, I think, for one of those. And you get so much out of it. They're just wonderful. If you've been loving our frames that I've been showing you in there, we actually have a full pack of Slimline Frames. We actually have a full pack of A2 frames as well, but I don't have a sample of those here to show you. But the A2 will be the same frames, they'll just be smaller. So here you're going to get 6 different frames, 2 of each. All right, so you have a lot of options. Beautiful kind of triple border there. And we really tried to vary these so you got different looks. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Imagine that foiled up. So you get 2 of each of these. And these, of course, are perfectly sized so that you can cut them out with, like I said, the largest of ours, like the outer die of your slimline dies. Look how pretty that is with that diagonal stitch. I mean, they're just so beautiful. And then in addition to these, we have these same frames, but in an A2 size. I just don't have a sample pack to show you right now. So I just love these. I think they're just so beautiful. Okay, so I think, did I promise you a demo of something? I think I did. I think I did. Alrighty, let's see. We're gonna get rolling. Let me move this stuff on over here. I've already done some of the work to get it started, but I really wanted to show you kind of a simple card that we can make that you can repeat over and over again if you want. And I'm using my Tulip and my diamond cover plate. Alan, yes, do me a favor. Over there I have my Tulip dies over there. Can you grab that for me? Right there on the top.
This guy?
Yep. Can you give me that? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna need that. Let me get that one out. Okay, so here's my dies. All right, so I'm gonna show you kind of a fun way of doing this here. So what do I have here already? I've got an A2 card base, all right? For anybody that doesn't, if you don't know what the measurements are, you basically take a full 8.5 and 11 sheet of cardstock. All the paper I'm using here is Neenah Classic Crest Solar White 110-pound cardstock. We do have it available in the store. It's my favorite whenever I'm going to be working with like Copic markers. So anyway, I took a full sheet of that and I cut it at 5.5 inches, scored it at 4 1/4, and then folded that. And so I'm going to use it landscape like this, I think. Yeah, landscape. And it's an A2 card. So that measures 4 1/4 by 5.5. So I'm going to set that aside. I've already gone ahead, just to save a little bit of time, and I've stamped, again on my Neenah paper, I've stamped this beautiful tulip and then one of the little butterflies. And I do have some markers here just to kind of quickly color up. I've started my coloring, and let me come into camera 3. I've started my coloring, and I just want to show you just really simply how I colored it and what I did. Oh, and this little butterfly, I literally just used 2 yellow colors. So in case you're wondering what those yellow colors are, for the butterfly, let's see if I can, there we go. I used Y02 and Y18 for the butterfly. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to show you how to color the flower and then this leaf here. The 3 colors that I have are RV 21, 23, and 25. All right. So that's like a red violet. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to very quickly start. Oop, let me put this here. I got to think about making sure you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and give this, I always like to color light to dark. That's just how I learned. I'm leaving a little bit of white around the edges. That's going to help to give me some little highlights later on. So I'm literally just kind of coming in and getting in the centers of these a bit. Just getting like a first layer of color down. All right, so that's RV21. I like to go light to dark, so I start with my light RV21. Now I'm going to start working my way up. I've got RV23. Now here, I'm going to start just kind of flicking color up a little bit from the darker areas. And I'm assuming that the light is coming in from the top. So that means that it's going to be darker toward the bottom of each of these areas. And so I just kind of start filling in at the bottom a bit, leaving the top lighter. Okay. Now I'm going to go up to my brightest color, which is RV25. Kind of hard to see that one, but I promise you that's what it is. And I'm just going to give this a tiny little bit of color at the base of each of these petals. Why do I hear myself, Alan?
What?
Why do I hear myself? All right, so I'm going to flick this up from the bottom, up. There we go. Just a little bit like that. Now I'm going to work my way down through the colors. So now I'm going to go back to 23, so RV23, and starting just about where I left off with 25, I'm going to blend up. So I'm literally putting the tip of my marker at the end of where I put that 25, and I'm just blending up a tiny little bit just to blend those two colors together. It's just going to help bring those together a bit. Gives a smoother transition. And now I go to my lightest color, which is RV21, and from here I'm just going to kind of go up at the top in those white areas and fill those in. Now I'm not going to be done yet. I am going to do a little more blending, but I'm filling in those white spots because I don't like leaving a whole lot of white. I might leave a little white spot here and there. But now I'm going to go from the bottom up and just blend a bit more till I'm happy with it. And if I end up blending too much, then I can always go back and I can add more of one color or another. But I'm going to leave it as it is right there. I'm going to a little bit more. And that's all there is to coloring that. Okay. Next up, I'm going to tackle this little leaf here. And I have 3 colors again. So I've got YG, 21, 23, 25, and I almost forgot, I do have YG 17 because I needed a dark green. All right, so I'm going to start light to dark. All right, line these up. And again, I'm going to just kind of give a little base of the YG 21. Real simple. I did stamp this, by the way, with my Raven hybrid ink. So the hybrid ink is wonderful when you're going to be coloring with watercolors or I'm sorry, with Copic markers or even with watercolors. It's a fantastic ink because it allows you to work with multiple mediums. You can, sorry, I got to think about what I'm doing here. I can use all kinds of different mediums with it. So I can color with pencils. I can color with watercolors. I can stamp on glossy surfaces. All kinds of things. It's just really, really wonderful, wonderful ink. It's kind of your go-to ink. You don't really have to think about what you're doing or what your application is, because it's just kind of the only ink you need. So now I'm going to go up to YG 25. And again, I'm thinking about where you know, I want some little highlights. I'm keeping that little bit there kind of light. We've got this petal is kind of flipped over. So I'm going to go a little bit darker up underneath there. And then darker at the bottom here, just because it's further away from the light. And now I'm going to go up to YG17. It's just darker. I know the number's not higher, but these are 2s. It's like 2, 1. It's actually not 21 or 23. It's 2, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 5. That's how Copic does theirs. So this is actually 1, 7, and so the 7 is higher than the 5. It's like that second number. So it's going to be a darker version of a green. There we go. And now I'm going to move down 2 colors to a YG23 or 23, and I'm going to do a little bit of blending. Not too much, just a little bit. And then with my 21, this is where I'm going to kind of fill in those little highlighted areas and pull color in. It's one of the great things about this paper. This is the Neenah Classic Crest. With Copic markers, it allows you to, not quite like paint, but very much like paint. It allows you to move the color around, which I love. I think it's just wonderful. So I'm going to bring this back down here just a bit. There we go. I want to get nice and dark up underneath here. This is how I play. I just kind of play and darken areas that I think need darkened, and sometimes I go in and I've over blended and reduced the color a little bit too much. There we go. But you do have to be careful that you don't oversaturate your paper with ink, because it will only take so much and then it'll kind of get cakey and gooey on you. But I think that looks really pretty. I'm going to leave that as it is. All right, so from here, Alan, I think I'm going to need your help. So from here, so my back is not agreeing with me these days, so I'm having a
Be nicer to it.
Yeah, I should be nicer to it. It's been having some issues with my back. I have an injury from a car accident many years ago, and so I tend to lock my back up sometimes, and it happened the other day. So I need Alan to help me. I can't lift up my die cutting machine. So I'm going to have him go ahead and die cut this, because I can't move this in front of me and actually die cut it. All right, so why don't you give me these plates?
I don't think we need these, right?
No, not yet, but we will.
Oh.
So I'm going to go ahead with, I've got this is my Spellbinders, what is the machine called? I don't remember what it's called, my Platinum.
Platinum 6.
Okay, so I've got these taped down. I like to cut with the blade side down so that it saves my plates, and Alan's going to go ahead and cut that. How'd we do? All right, here we go, a moment of truth. Let me save my tape. Look how beautiful. So perfect. You did a great job, honey.
It was all me.
It was. It looks beautiful. You turned that crank beautifully. Did a great job. Look how perfect. So pretty. Love it. Okay. So I'm going to move this out of the way, but I'm not going to throw it out because I still have a lot of lot of stuff up there I can stamp on. So we can move these out of the way. I'm not going to need those. I am going to need, listen, in a minute I'm going to need this one and then those. Okay. So here I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of stamping. All right, so I'm going to stamp the word beautiful. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to stamp it, because on the front of my card I want to have my beautiful little tulip, and I want to have this kind of raised up where it says beautiful. Make sure it's straight. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to move that out of the way now. And I've got my, let me get my flower out of the way so I don't get any ink on anything where I don't want it. Alan, will you go back out to camera 2? Sure. Okay. See, I saved my tape over here because I'll reuse that. So let me go ahead and collect my stamp. Make sure my paper is tight in that corner. Got my Raven Hybrid ink. And now this stamp is not a real fine line. It's a nice thick font. And so I may have to ink it up a couple of times. We'll see. Got my Stampendable. That's going to help me. I did a pretty good job, but I'm going to ink it up again. There's a lot of surface on this stamp. So I want to make sure that that ink is going to come out really even everywhere. Gorgeous. Clean my stamp. My extreme clean. We do have this back in the store in case anybody needed any. I know everybody had run out at one point and we were out of it for such a long time. So sorry, but it is back. There we go. So that is the word beautiful. And then I'm going to add one more. I'm going to go with strong and beautiful. So I'm going to line up the word strong right here. Check in the camera, make sure it's straight, and I think it is. Go ahead and collect it. There we go. Beautiful. I'm going to ink it one more time so it's just really good and dark. Beautiful. Give it a quick little clean just to get any excess ink off of it. There we go. Okay. I'm going to let this dry. This has got to dry for a few minutes. I inked it twice, so I got a lot of ink on there. It's got to dry for a couple of minutes before I run that through my die cutting machine. So while that dries, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about this die set. So Alan, do you want to come into camera 2?
Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
I'm already at 2.
Oh, 3, I'm sorry, camera 3. Oopsie. All right, so remember when I said this is 2 dies? It is 2 dies, and the hexagon is going to be 2 dies as well. So you can see that this center die pops out. Now, there's blades all over this. This is going to cut your A2, your perfect A2 edge on there on your paper. So you don't have to trim it down to A2 first. I just happen to have a bunch already in a stack that's already trimmed down. But this is going to cut that beautiful frame. Now, if I only use this large die here, I'm going to get this beautiful cover plate with that white in it. All right. If I cut it, let me see if I have one over here. if I cut it with this, this second die inserted into the center there, then it's going to cut out that diamond center, just like this one. All right, so these are the two different looks you can get. Lots of fun. Really, really pretty. So that's what it looks like when you cut it. I'm actually not going to cut with it. I am going to emboss with it.
Oops.
You just switched the camera on me. How'd you do that?
I plugged
What you
the
doing?
microphone in and it switched.
Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead. I have my A2 where I've already stamped beautiful. Let me make sure this is good and dry, and it is. Haha, better be. And I'm going to put this just like this in my die, okay? I am going to be taping that in just a moment. So when you're working with the Platinum machine, it actually, is it Platinum? Is that what it is? Yeah, Platinum 6. It actually has the instructions for what you're going to do. So I'm actually going to use the instructions here where it says how to emboss a cut shape. So I'm going to use my platform base. And then next is you're going to lay your die and then your paper with the blade up. And then I'm going to use this little, rubbery mat and then my embossing plate. All right, so Mr. Hunt, I need you over here, please. So this is going to go, it goes die on the bottom and then your paper. So it goes blade side up. But I am going to tape this. And I'm not going to use my tape that I saved over here because I want good, fresh, strong tape. Yeah, minty tape.
Minty flavor.
But I do want to tape this down because I don't want it to move. I don't want it to shift when it rolls through. Okay, if you remember the instructions, this goes down next, and then the embossing plate goes on top of that. And let's put this here just so it looks pretty. There you go. Run that through, Mr. Hunt.
Do this guy.
Cross my fingers. Crossing my fingers.
What are you
please
crossing your
work.
fingers about? Me being able to do it or it working?
Yes, exactly that. All right, moment of truth. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that
Let's see.
worked a little bit.
Yes, it did warp it. It warped it, but you got to remember. I mean, I did it twice in that direction. I will rotate it like this for the next one, but I didn't do that. I should have done it. But yeah, that did warp more than I would be happy with. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? You can see it. It looks marvelous. Go ahead and get these little bits of tape off of here. Uh-oh, the word beautiful. That's just kind of funny. I probably should have put something down first. Oh well. Told you, gotta make sure that ink is dry. Okay. Get this off of here. I don't even care if that piece on the back comes off or not, but look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? It looks quilted. It's like quilted goodness. Now, I did not put this center one in there because I wanted to just kind of leave that whole center like really pushed and popped up. I could, if I would have put that centerpiece in, I would have another line that went through here, which wouldn't hurt it. It would just be that much more beautiful. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that cool? I think it's gorgeous. I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. So this is going to go just like so, just like this on the top there. So let me go ahead and get my adhesive. You can just see how easy this is to create. I didn't go all the way to the edges, so give that a little bit more there. But this is a fun way that you can emboss with your dies, which I know I've done before, but I just think it's so pretty. Uh-oh, I'm seeing blue tape. I should have got that tape off of there. There we go. Just tuck it under there. Nobody will know the difference. I'll know, but nobody else will know. Oh, for goodness sake. Let me get the tape off. There we go. That blue tape was stuck on the back. Alrighty. My other two pieces here. Where's my foam tape? Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of things. One, I'm going to pop this beautiful little flower up on some foam tape. So let me get some pieces of that. There we go. I'm going to add a few more little pieces just for support, because I don't want those little edges, those little things to flip down and get squished. Tiny little bit there. Skinny little strip right here. There we go. I think that'll do it. Okay, and then all these little extra pieces I literally just save on the side of my roll like that. I never throw any of that out. That stuff's expensive. I don't want to throw it out. So let's go ahead and get this ready. I think this is a excuse me, a really simple yet impactful card. Minimal coloring. It gives you a creative way to use a die. I think is really fun. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold this up. I'm actually going to, I want to darken that. That one's not as dark as that one. It's going to bother me, but that's okay. Not all flowers are identical, right? Where's my adhesive stick? Here it is. Alrighty. So I folded up my little butterfly in the center, and I'm going to give this just a tiny little bit of glue. Now this is a white glue. Our glue is white, but it dries clear. It dries pretty quick, so this is our craft glue. And I'm just going to put that right like that. The little wings are up. So pretty, so simple. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? It looks quilted. I love it. I think it's so pretty. Strong and beautiful. I love it. I love this whole collection. It's not a big collection, but I think it's a pretty powerful collection of stamps and dies. I think it's just lovely. Lots of fun. Let's go ahead and switch back to camera one, Alan.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready? Yes, I don't have my grinding glasses on right now, so I am ready.
No fluffed up.
So, yeah. Oh, so pretty. I just think it's beautiful. I love it. I really do. I love it. I love that quilted background. It is just gorgeous. I mean, it really didn't take very long at all to make this card. I think this is one you could easily mass produce. Really, really fun, because even the coloring is very simple on it. You don't even have to do all of that shading if you don't want to. You could just keep it really, really simple. So lots of fun. I love it. You know, keep in mind, you know, if you were to look in the store right now, the toner papers will say pre-order on them, but we are shipping. We're going to start shipping them tomorrow because they're arriving tomorrow. So your pre-order, actually, Linnea, if you want to remove pre-order off of those, you can. We should take that pre-order off of those because it's no longer a pre-order because we're getting them tomorrow. So we will be good with shipping on those. Let's see, do we have any questions out here that I missed?
Yes.
What?
Sheila's asking, do we know when the Maui kit is shipping?
Ah, yes, the Maui kit will start shipping tomorrow as well. So Linnea, that's another one you can take pre-order off of it because we were waiting for the papers to come in, and the papers are coming in tomorrow.
Somebody's going to be making a whole lot of boxes this weekend. It's not going to be me.
Well, we didn't have a kid for nothing, did we? I knew there was a reason we had children. Oh my goodness, I can't even believe it, but our son is going on a senior trip tomorrow. Our son's graduating, and it's starting to freak me out just a little bit.
I'd like to go on a senior trip.
Just a wee
too.
bit. Honey, you go on a senior trip every day. You're so senior you don't remember.
Because you have a senior moment doesn't mean you're on a trip.
Just because you have a senior moment doesn't mean you're on a trip. That was good. And that's how we roll in the Hunt household. Alrighty, I think we should do a giveaway.
Oh.
And I think we're going to give away the Lily stamps and the coordinating dies, a set, to one lucky winner. Because that's what I worked with tonight. Yay!
Who's the lucky winner?
I don't know. You got to pick somebody.
I think we need to go to Facebook because...
Oh my God, my hair's driving me crazy. I got my hair cut and it's making me crazy. Huh?
I'd say we need to go to Facebook because I get in trouble for not going to Facebook.
Everybody's laughing at your senior moment. I'm looking at all. That's so funny. Kim McDaniel says, "I'm with you, Alan."
Okay, let's see.
Oh boy, funny. All right, I need a winner.
You better find one.
I need a winner.
How about Christina Brush English?
Christina Brush English?
Anybody with 3
Woohoo!
names.
Anybody with 3 names. There you go. Christina Brush English, you are tonight's winner. And you have won. I can't find it right now. But you have won. Where is it? Where is it? Aha, here it is. You have won the Tulip stamps and coordinating dies. Yay! Thank you so much for being here. I need you, please, to send us your complete name. Yes, all 3 names. Send us your complete name.
Or 4 if you have 4.
Or more. Send us your complete name and your mailing address to customer service at LDRScreative.com. And we will get your... Was I saying Lily? I meant Tulip.
I don't know.
I think I was saying Lily. But you're going to get your Tulip stamps and dies. And we will get those sent out to you right away. Mr. Hunt is going to ship this to you as soon as we get your information. All right, everybody. This has been so much fun. It was so good to be back. And I really missed you guys. So, all righty. We are going to be back again next week. And I'm sure I'm going to be crafting with some of this stuff next Thursday. Same time, same place. I hope you will join us. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Hopefully a nice, sunny, and warm and safe weekend. And we will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody. Hey, I almost forgot. Did you hit the button?
I turned it off and I turned it right back on.
You turned it off and turned it back on? Almost forgot. We've got a Friday Frenzy coming up, so you don't want to miss it. Yay. If you don't get our Friday Frenzy emails, make sure you subscribe to it's like our Be in the Know newsletter. That's the only way you're going to get the information on it. So, you could also, I think we also post it on Instagram, so follow us there as well. So,
Just so people know, the more they order,
what?
the more I have to work this weekend.
Yes, and the more you order, the more happy Alan will be this week. The more I have to. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Bye.